Hey, good morning. It is Thursday, and I have an announcement to make today. This is going to be the very last Super Blast pressure washing video. I woke up this morning, I looked at my channel, and I see 55 views. Come on. That's not worth my time anymore. I'm going to go ahead and concentrate on my motorcycle channel, Don's Moto Tours. You can look that up and subscribe if you want to follow me and my craziness. But, you know, I put a lot of effort into this stuff. I know a lot of you have learned some stuff from me, and that's great. That's why I was really doing it. But I like to see more enthusiasm. I always liked answering all the comments. You know, I get one comment. Matter of fact, it's a guy, Jason Braun. He's gonna go on a motorcycle trip. That's what he told me yesterday. That's the only comment that's there today. But anyway, it's been real. Speaking about real, we're gonna do this driveway real time, and then we have a really nasty mobile home to do. That's very green, and we'll do that real time too. So it's gonna be a long video. I'm not gonna do any warp speed, no music. We're just gonna go ahead and see this dirty driveway. It's got weeds in the cracks. We're gonna turbo nozzle. We're gonna do all that stuff. First, we're gonna pre-treat it. Then we're gonna mini mondo it. Then we're gonna turbo nozzle it. Then we're gonna rinse it and post-treat it. All right? All right, everybody. Enjoy it. Let's get after it. Let's go over here and check the most important part out, and that's keeping your gear rinsed out. Okay, so what we're going to do is pull the injector and watch all the stuff that comes out of these hoses. And don't ever rinse your filter out. This filter, don't ever rinse it out on the ground because dirt goes in it, into your injector. Alright, so while you're getting the hose unhooked, let this run. Watch all that stuff that comes out. you're done doing that, rinse all this stuff off. Watch all the soap comes off of there. See that? Set that in your fresh water. Watch the soap that comes out of the line. See that? You don't want that in your fresh water. Alright, that's nice and rinse. That's how you do a driveway perfect, huh? Looks beautiful. All the way to the front door. Put some SH on the mat. That'll sit there all day, kill whatever's on there. Gets home tonight and put it all back, all right? I'm Don from Super Blast. Let's get after it. Hey, here we are. The last job for Super Blast pressure washing. That'll be on YouTube, that is. I wanted to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed to my channel, that's been with me through the years here. It's sad that it all has to come to an end today, but you know, like I said, if I'm only going to get 55 views, 60 views, I'm just wasting my time, you know. A lot of these other guys, other channels are getting 2,000 views, 1,100 views. I don't know why mine doesn't, but I'm going to venture off into the motorcycle stuff, all right? Remember that, Don's Moto Tours, all right? Let's look at this mess we have here. Look at all this algae we have. It's all going to come off of here nicely. Then we're going to hit this thing over here, this garage. Now some of these windows are open, so you got to watch out. We're just going to hit the sides. And I see some pump up stuff around here that's going to be used. All this is pretty algae back here. That orange stuff, most of it will come up. Then we got cocoons everywhere. See those? Floor's dirty. This side's really bad. So we're going to come all the way back to here. Then we're going to get the back of this. The trailer, I didn't say anything about the trailer. Then we'll finish off the front. We'll rinse this all the way back. All the way back around to the front. And then we will rinse it all off. Then we'll do a review on the results. This is going to be a good transformation from mold to gold. All right, let's go ahead and get after it. This will be a good test for the injector. I think it's starting to act up. Oh, look at all these ants. They're not going to like me. Okay. I'm going to start right here on the corner. Work our way around. All right, let's get after it. All right, as you can see, that's going to come right off of there. We do have some lesions, this kind of stuff right here. That's going to come off though with a little bit of oomph. We'll set it and let it sit here and dwell. That black stuff's going to need some pump up. So is that stuff at the bottom there. Let's come down here and check this out. All right, we were able to get all that. We're going to put a little bit more on it from over this way. Yeah, it needs a lot more. We'll get and hit this from over here. It's coming out just the way I thought it would. It's just going to take a little longer. Wow, look at this. This is like a rat rod. That looks pretty cool. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde. All right, we're going to put a little bit more on here, put a little bit more over there, and we're going to hit all that stuff over there. We're going to be getting after it. All right, let's get after it. Well, come back through here. Okay, now. All right, let's have a look. See that green mark? We've used very little. So I would say that the injector's probably not working to its fullest capacity, but it is working. I mean, as you can see, all that mold's clear off of there right now. Even that black stuff's dissipating. We just got to get some more stuff on top of that roof. I do believe we'll get this place cleaned up without changing the injector. Okay, now see this stuff here? All this stuff on here, that stuff down there, anything that's on the bottom here, and this stuff here is going to need a pump up. So I'm going to go ahead and treat everything, finish the job, then we're going to come back for a final review, and that will tell you that a pump up sprayer and regular downstreaming will get any job clean, no matter how dirty it is, pretty much, you know what I mean? Of course, if you have miles and miles of the stuff, you might want to put 3% on there and get after it. This is a small job, the last video, so what the hell, right? It's all about downstream. We'll see you at the final review. All right, get after it. All right, one last review. Look at that. Skirt's all clean down there. It looks nice and presentable now. I'm Don from Super Blast. Thank you for supporting my channel. Remember, Don's Moto Tours. This is my last video for Super Blast pressure washing. Your support has meant a lot. Get after it.